Ever since Emmerdale's Paddy Kirk was reunited with his father Bear Wolf, he has been driven by a single goal: keeping Bear safe no matter what. Paddy spent months desperately trying to track down his dad after discovering Bear had never reached his friend's place in Ireland. It later emerged that the vulnerable Bear had been trafficked by Ray Walters and Celia Daniels, imprisoned and forced to work against his will just a short distance from his own home. When Ray and Celia's shocking crimes were exposed, Bear resurfaced at the crucial moment, arriving as Ray was violently attacking Paddy. Acting without hesitation, Bear seized Ray by the neck and suffocated him. In the aftermath, Bear has been tormented by the reality that he killed a man he believed had once shown him kindness, while Paddy and Dylan Penders have been desperately trying to stop Bear from accidentally exposing the deadly secret. Bear continues to struggle badly, with his sense of reality slipping. Paddy even locked him in a room for his own safety, but Bear managed to escape and went looking for Anya's grave, where he ran into Ruby Milligan and almost confessed everything. Actor Dominic Brunt spoke to Metro about Paddy's growing fears. "It's not only that the secret is starting to spread, it's that April is now involved," he explained. "If the truth comes out, she could be charged with withholding information if she knows what happened and doesn't report it to the police." It was meant to stay between the three of them. Then Mandy was told, now April knows as well. And will April feel the need to tell Marlon and Rona? So more and more threads are coming loose. Paddy is constantly trying to pull things back together and keep it all hidden, and for now, it's sort of working. What has Dylan done? Paddy is furious when he realizes Dylan has shattered their protective bubble, with the added pressure pushing Bear into a breakdown. April then does exactly what Paddy dreads most by urging him to go to the police, something he is determined to avoid. When news of Ray's death hits the headlines, Paddy decides it's far too risky to seek professional help for Bear while he remains so fragile. Later, Bear finds April in tears as she admits she's terrified the police will come after her because of her past. Her vulnerability encourages Bear to open up, and he confesses how deeply shaken he is by killing Ray. Although April tries to comfort him by reminding him he's loved and insisting Ray was a bad man, her words only confuse and distress him further. Paddy returns home to find both his father and April in a fragile state, reassuring them as he promises to get Bear help. Meanwhile, Dylan is consumed by guilt and tells Paddy he feels like a curse and wants to leave. But with DC Walsh now leading the investigation, events are slipping out of everyone's control. Amanda Ryan, who plays DC Walsh, is brilliant at portraying a detective who always asks the right questions, and it's terrifying, Dominic said. "It's great fun playing this flustered character who insists, 'I don't know, I didn't say that,' only for her to catch him out with, 'Yes, but you said that before.' I really enjoy those moments, and there are plenty of them." Despite everything, Paddy still believes he can protect everyone involved. However, Dominic hints that the village vet's hopes may be short-lived, with the truth set to unravel before his eyes. "I think Paddy genuinely believes they'll get through this, that it will all blow over, nobody will be blamed, and it'll become a village secret," he said. But in soaps, there has to be a moral reckoning. His biggest fear is that everything falls apart, and I think that's exactly what happens. I'm about 2 weeks ahead. Emmerdale's Robron face fresh turmoil as two big secrets loom, but a clue hints at a united future. Emmerdale's Aaron Dingle and Robert Sugden have faced almost non-stop turmoil since reuniting on the ITV soap, and with more drama ahead, fans are wondering what the future holds for the iconic couple. While chaos may still be on the way, viewers don't need to panic just yet. Aaron and Robert have already overcome some of their toughest challenges, eventually giving in to their feelings and finding their way back to each other. Known as Robron to loyal fans, the pair have endured it all, from near-death experiences to dangerous and unstable partners. Any hopes of calmer times after their engagement celebrations were quickly shattered when it emerged that Robert's sister, Victoria Sugden, had killed their brother John. The villain met a brutal end after attempting to attack Victoria, having already tried to murder both Aaron and Robert. Aaron and Robert know the truth and have remained united in covering up the crime. However, a fresh threat has appeared in the form of Joe Tate, who is now blackmailing the Sugden family. Aaron remains unaware of just how deeply Joe has pulled Robert into his dark schemes. Although fans may expect Aaron to explode when the truth comes out, soap insiders suggest Robron's future isn't as fragile as it seems. One expert explained, Aaron is bound to be angry and shocked, especially if he learns Robert helped frame Moira Dingle. But once the full story comes out, which feels inevitable, Joe is far more likely to face the Dingle's wrath than Robert. This could even be the moment Robron truly unite to take Joe down. Speaking to the Mirror, Danny Miller, who plays Aaron, recently hinted that the couple will be forced to work together, though not without consequences. He teased that events would lead Robert to promise Aaron he would fix things, leaving Aaron unsettled and fueling speculation that Joe's blackmail plot may soon be exposed. With a wedding potentially on the horizon, fans are hoping to see the couple enjoy happier times and rebuild their relationship, much like before Robert's prison stint. However, with Victoria expected to leave the show and major twists involving Joe and Moira still to come, drama is far from over. Despite this, insiders say Aaron will continue to support Robert as he struggles. Aaron is deeply worried about his partner, knowing everything he's been through and how prison affected his mental health, a source shared. So when Aaron finds Robert alone in a field next week, he assumes he's struggling and is determined to be there for him. In reality, Robert is feeling hopeful, believing things might finally be turning around. Whether that hope gives Robert the strength to stand up to Joe remains to be seen. What is clear, though, is that Aaron and Robert are more united than ever, and whatever lies ahead, they'll face it together. Upcoming scenes will see Robert reluctantly teaming up with Tracy Robinson as she plots to dispose of John's ashes. It's unlikely to go down well with Victoria or Aaron, but it's far from the worst situation Robron have endured. One insider revealed, Robert constantly lands himself in trouble. He's hesitant to help Tracy, knowing it could upset Victoria and Aaron, but before long he's under increasing pressure. As Victoria considers handing herself in over John's death in a bid to expose Joe and free Moira, Robert's panic grows. Robert is desperate to protect his little sister and has already shown he'll go to extreme lengths, the source added. The last thing he wants is for Victoria to discover everything he's done. When she realizes Joe's plan is far darker than she imagined, she becomes determined to confess, leading to an ultimatum and a life-changing decision. With blackmail, secrets and family fallout mounting, including the drama surrounding John's ashes, Robron faced plenty of twists ahead. But there's little sign of heartbreak, and for now, fans can continue hoping for wedding bells and brighter days. Emmerdale airs weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.